Emily was 22 years old. She lived in a small town with her younger brother Tom, who was 17. They lived with their mother in a small rented house near the market. Life was not easy for them. Their father had died when Emily was only 10 and Tom was just a little boy. Emily did not remember everything about her father, but she remembered one thing clearly: he used to laugh loudly and carry her on his shoulders. After his death, everything changed. Their mother became quiet. She worked long hours at a tailoring shop. She never talked much about the past. Whenever Emily or Tom asked about their father, their mother would just say, "He loved you both very much," and then change the topic. One evening, after dinner, their mother called them into her room. Her face looked serious. "I think it is time," she said softly. "Time for what?" Tom asked. She took out an old key from a small metal box. The key looked rusty. "This is the key to our old house," she said. Emily's heart beat fast. "Our old house? The one Papa built?" Their mother nodded. "I went there today. The owner is selling it. Before it is gone forever. I want you both to see it one last time. Your father left something there." "Left something?" Emily whispered. Their mother looked at the floor. "Yes. Something important. Returning to the old house." The next morning, they took a bus to the old part of town. Emily had not been there for many years. The streets looked smaller than she remembered. Trees had grown taller. Some shops were closed, and new ones had opened. Then they reached the house. It was small and old, with faded blue paint and a broken gate. The windows were dusty. Grass had grown in the yard. Tom said quietly, "It looks lonely." Their mother slowly opened the gate. The sound was loud in the quiet street. She unlocked the front door with shaking hands. When the door opened, a smell of dust and old wood came out. Emily stepped inside. Her chest felt heavy. Memories she had forgotten started coming back: her father reading the newspaper, her mother cooking in the kitchen, Tom learning to walk on the floor. "It feels like time stopped here," she said softly. Memories in the rooms. They walked through each room slowly. In the living room, an old nail was still in the wall where a family photo once hung. In the kitchen, the walls were cracked, but Emily could still imagine her mother smiling while making tea. Tom went into a small bedroom. "Was this my room?" he asked. "Yes," their mother replied. "You used to cry every night. Your father would carry you until you slept." Tom smiled a little. "I wish I remembered that." Their mother's eyes became wet, but she quickly turned away. Emily noticed something. "Mom, you look nervous. What did Papa leave here?" Their mother pointed toward the staircase. "Under the stairs. There is a small space. He hid something there." The wooden box. Tom knelt near the stairs and pushed aside some old newspapers and broken pieces of wood. "Wait, there's something here," he said. He pulled out a small wooden box covered in dust. Emily carefully wiped it with her hand. The box had a small metal lock, but it was already open. Her hands were shaking as she lifted the lid. Inside were old letters, a small diary, some documents, and a photo. The photo showed their father standing with another man and a woman Emily did not recognize. "Who are these people?" Tom asked. Their mother sat down on the stairs. She looked tired. "It's time you know everything," she said. "The secret." Emily and Tom sat on the floor beside her. Their mother took a deep breath. "Before I married your father, he had a business with his best friend. They trusted each other like brothers. But one day, money went missing from the business." Emily's eyes widened. "Did Papa take it?" Their mother shook her head. "No, but everyone thought he did. His friend blamed him. People in town started talking. Your father tried to prove he was innocent, but no one believed him." Tom looked angry. "That's not fair." Their mother nodded. "We had to sell this house and move away. Your father was heartbroken. He felt ashamed, even though he did nothing wrong." Emily felt tears in her eyes. "Why didn't you tell us?" "You were children," she said. "We wanted to protect you." She opened one of the letters from the box. "This is from his friend," she said quietly. It came years later. The letter. Emily opened the letter with slow hands. She read aloud, "My dear friend, I am writing this with a heavy heart. I found out the truth too late. The money was taken by my own cousin. I was blind with anger and blamed you without proof. I am deeply sorry. I destroyed our friendship and your life in this town. Please forgive me if you can." Emily could hardly speak. Tom clenched his fists. "So Papa was innocent." Their mother nodded, tears falling down her cheeks. "Yes. But by the time this letter came, your father was already very sick. He never had the chance to return here or clear his name." Emily felt pain in her chest. "Did he forgive his friend?" Their mother smiled sadly. "Yes. Your father was a kind man. He said, holding anger is like carrying a heavy stone in your heart." The diary. Tom opened the small diary from the box. Inside were short notes written by their father. One page said, "Today Emily lost her first tooth. She was so proud." Another page said, "Tom took his first step today. I felt like the happiest father in the world." Emily covered her mouth and cried. On the last page, there was a message. "If my children read this one day, I want them to know, I loved you more than anything. I am sorry life was hard. Please take care of your mother and stay together." Tom wiped his tears. "I miss him, even though I don't remember much." Their mother hugged them both tightly. Healing. They sat together on the dusty floor for a long time. The house did not feel lonely anymore. It felt full, full of memories, full of love. Emily looked around and said, "Papa's name was never cleared, but now we know the truth." Tom nodded. "And we know he was a good man." Their mother smiled through her tears. "That is enough." Emily carefully put the letters and diary back into the box. "Let's take this with us," she said. "We should keep his memories safe." As they walked out of the house, Emily turned back one last time. She did not feel sadness now. She felt peace. A new beginning. On the bus ride home, Tom leaned his head on Emily's shoulder. "Dee," he said softly, "when I grow up, I want to be honest like Papa." Emily smiled. "He would be proud of you." Their mother looked out the window, the wind touching her face. For the first time in many years, her heart felt lighter. The secret that was hidden for so long had finally come out. And instead of breaking the family, it brought them closer. Sometimes the truth is painful. Sometimes the past is full of mistakes and misunderstandings. But love is stronger than shame. Forgiveness is stronger than anger. And memories never really leave us. They live in old houses, in letters, in photos, and most importantly, in our hearts.